Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. And we just had a talk with the Chesterfield Station Master. Looks like he had more than a few. And we need to figure out where to go from here. Now, we've got a Morse code alphabet here.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
We may have to grab that here before too much longer. So what's next in our brief? Let's see. We have got solve the mystery of the vanished train. Chesterfield Railway Station should be carefully examined. Well, we saw the fishing advertisement. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll check here first. Anything? Nada. Nothing popped out at me, at least. Check. Oh, hi, Watson. So that was the waiting hall. Went into the ticket office. Left luggage.
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it. We shall have to pick the lock.
Fair enough. Let's do this. Alrighty. So. Oh, this one looks like it might be a little bit more difficult than what we've seen before. That's good. We got those connected. How about now? Yes? And... oh, those don't actually... those don't line up. Well, maybe. Hold on. Okay, that's pretty sneaky. So, let's go for... well, it almost looks like we could. We need to get some sort of look at everything. Ah, okay. Wait a minute. Maybe like so? Ah! Neat. Now, what's in here? Instruments. Oh, there's some mining work going on here.
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
Sounds like a plan to me. Scratches.
Bags were recently dragged here.
Ha ha! The secret snack chamber.
French wine. A remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage. They were likely taken from the parcels.
Shameful.
That's the station master locking us in.
Railway post bags.
Alright, anything else in here that we need to be aware of? Instruments. And how much more? Oh, there's one more room. Looks like that's where all the equipment lies. Oh, there's a handcar.
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw it coming. The headlights. And heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't see the train itself.
But... Oh, Holmes, I'm a little confused.
That's okay. And we can make some deductions if we so wish. Chesterfield Master is untrustworthy. Make that conclusion. No traces of train, spare parts of a handcar. So what have we done here? The dismantled handcar seems directly connected to our mystery. Reconstruct the handcar to see if it can imitate the vanished train. Okay. The train passed through Chesterfield Station despite our being unsure if the station master sent the report. The train never passed through Chesterfield Station. The station master was drunk and his testimony seems unreliable. He could have sent the report without witnessing the train. That is, both are likely. We have to do an experiment now. How do we do said experiment? Let's reconstruct the handcar to see if it can imitate the vanished train. Ooh. Okay. Small gear housing, wooden base, wheel, hand mechanism joint, small gear. Well, I guess we'll try to reconstruct this. Maybe the small gear. Oh, small gear housing. Wheel axle. And we got another wheel here.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Correct, but it's not going to let us actually put it over there. Okay. Well,
I should use the appropriate object here.
oh, what do we got? Wooden board. Ah! We go ahead and put it... See, I'm not exactly sure where the... There it is. Where the mouse would actually... Or the controller would actually be, because I'm playing this with a controller. So... Let us assume... Oh, we got brakes. Where would we put the brakes at? I assume maybe with the wheel. Wait a minute. Can we put the brakes on the wheel? No? Let's see. Oh, we can rotate it. Okay. Genius. Brake joints. And then, that's why I was having so much trouble. Voila!
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train to me.
Be patient, Watson. I haven't finished yet. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only a headlight and a steam whistle.
Choo-choo. LB. Ah. Evidence required. So we need to go get that light that we saw. Train spare parts. And bottle. And the steam whistle. So we go ahead and put these over here. How do we connect these is the thing, though.
I need something long for the headlight to be attached.
Oh. Okay. Well, we got a broom right here. Got some poles. There we are. Alright, so if we connect that like so.
The long pole is now attached. It will allow us to connect the headlight. The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle work?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. We shall need a fire extinguisher.
Well, let's see if we can track down a fire extinguisher. If there wouldn't be one in here, there'll probably be one in the office. Oh, never mind. So this guy, the station master, was involved. Look at all these wine bottles, the tools, right at the scene of the crime. Or the scene of the construction, at least.
The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher.
Okay.
The steam whistle is ready to be used.
Choo-choo. And then... Oh. Based on actually moving
Watson,
forward.
I do believe that we have created an exact replica of the train that vanished in front of us last night. The criminal mind can be most inventive. I am somewhat in awe.
So such a thing is possible. If someone went to all the trouble of creating this fake train, then it was surely with the intention of stealing the real one.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions. In fact, this does not tell us very much at all, except that the train did not evaporate into thin air.
Although you half suspected it.
At any rate, we now need to find where the real train might be hidden. I suggest we use my archives to find a more detailed map of our surroundings.
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive suitcase onto the cab. It made us extremely unpopular with our driver.
Holmes is used to being extremely unpopular, though. And we can make some deductions. There we go. The train never reached Evesham. It disappeared earlier and was faked by somebody using a handcar and spare train parts from Chesterfield Station. Cool. Well, let's go over to the archive and see what info we can glean.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
Ah, okay. We gotta match things up. So, right here.
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between Chesterfield and Evesham, and there should be a side railway to the nearby quarry. There is a small section of a railway at the end of Evesham Station.
Cool. So we got 3 new locations to head to. Okay. The railway switch. The mystery station. Let's go ahead and head back to Evesham, since we've been there before. Hopefully it'll actually let us go down that direction. I like how Holmes's casebook has detailed color sketchwork. It's appropriate. Alright. So let's go ahead and get back on the rails. Now, was it Which way was it? Let's go ahead and turn on our imagination. Well, there's the... Oh. Hi. Well, that's cool. I think it's pretty much the other way. It's coming right for us! Huh. That's still a really cool design. Okay. And we already looked at all this stuff, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and keep this. Is that the imagination? Alright. Let's keep the imagination. Should we use the other? Oh. Wait a minute. Empty bottle, railway, rails. Alright, we did. Can we go this way? Nope. Gotta keep on cycling back and forth between the two. Is that the Hound of the Baskervilles howling in the background? Okay, keep going. Aha! So what have we got here? Remains of building.
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
Maybe it was assembled somewhere else. I wonder if we could have come in here before... Oh, multiple traces. Okay, we have got horses and all kinds of nonsense leading this way. And I see the multiple traces, but it's not letting us actually examine them. Still, that is interesting. Use the imagination. Now, actually, we need to check, is that this isn't... Or is it? Yep. Apparently so. And we see the train disappear before it gets to us. So I am betting that this building was disassembled and reassembled somewhere else. Maybe that little mystery area that veers off on the map. So let's head to the station that we're not aware of, and then we'll head to the railway switch. Check and see if there's anything new. Number of recently used tools at Chesterfield Station. However, there are no signs of activity around it. We need to go talk to the Chesterfield Station guy as well. Doncaster. Let's go ahead and head to Chesterfield first before we get any new potential suspects or dialogues, because it looked like there was someone in there. Now he is in here, correct? Yep.
You have quite a number of dirty tools lying around here.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me. I should clean them. Although, it might be easier to put them outside. Seems it might start raining soon.
I meant, what were they used for?
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line, so that the water wouldn't come in too close.
Who were these workers?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink, and whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
Interesting.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Alright. So, the tools were from Mystery Folk. So now let's go ahead and travel to Doncaster. And figure out what's going on here if they saw anything. Actually, this would be the primary spot to go ahead and get the... Between here and Evesham would be the perfect place to set up that handcar. At least I would figure so. Knock, knock.
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman.
He looked Latino. Maybe, maybe he's from that one company. Cigar stub. Never drop anything tobacco related near Sherlock Holmes.
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
A sombrero? Really? Okay. About right. Line everything up. Ah, okay. I see, I see. And then down.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Tarrant, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Save that for later. Ashtray. Okay. Oh, piece of burnt paper.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
And this. Those Chilean swine, they think they can snatch the future of our company from under our noses. We must not allow it to happen.
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
Yeah, we got cigar stubs. We also have cigarette stubs.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
All right. By the way, just for those of you who don't know, aficionados of the Wild West, cigarettes are actually brought into the southwestern United States from Mexican cowboys, vaqueros, I believe they're called. And up north, smoking cigarettes were considered kind of ladylike. They still preferred, cigars and such. But it eventually moved its way back into the more accepted, among the cowboys at least. But there you go. Horse racing mag. Oh, it just follows me everywhere I go.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Charming. Betting ticket.
Betting slips for horse racing.
Oh.
The sums are quite impressive.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
I've seen people do that too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I used to work at a horse racing track. I was ran the video department there for a bit, and yeah, you would see people just throw their money away on horse racing.
A telegraph.
There's the times. All right. Well, let's go ahead and check out the rest. Wait a minute. Was there something on the floor there? In these games, I'm always, like, nervous about missing, like, a single pixel. And I can't go that way. Interesting.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
And we got a station master to talk to as well. He seems a bit downtrodden and depressed. Red flag. We got bubbles. You said the flooded area was worth checking. Alright, we checked it. Large flooded area near the Doncaster Station and Old Court. Oh, is that a new map location? Oh, no it's not. Well, let's go talk to the rail master. Well, I'm very curious. In terms of imagination, like, why was this needed? I don't know. I'll tell you what, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. When we get back, we'll talk to the station master here at Doncaster, see what information that we can find, and then we'll figure out why exactly this flooded area has red flags on it and why it's important to the case. So we will pick it up next time. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.